Hello and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. In the last episode, I don't remember us ending at the speakeasy, but it's probably fine. Well, we did some stuff around. We cleared out the mine and got quite a lot of work done. We also went inside several manholes for the sake of finding fish eggs for Rufus. And in this episode, what news have I? Stop hitting yourself. Huh? Oh, that's a combat skill, right. I thought I had gotten something new. 68 experience, so we could probably go in and look into getting some of the lesser main skills, but I'd like to get my main stats up first. Right, we are to continue our questing through the campus of SIT. Let's see, where were we at? Liberal arts department. Ha! Oh well. Bare-necked pin-up girl. Scandalous. This is the most locked door you've encountered. Geology? I think I was supposed to do something there. Can I go in, please? Student ID. Rainbows identified. Access to this doorway is limited to students and faculty in the geology department. That's me. Authorization verified. Access granted. Ooh. This is where the professor would sit if there was a professor here. Lambda Iota Theta House. One of the main projects of SIT Geology Department is the study of hypercrystalline thermomorphic diorides, known to the layman as hex rock. Hex rock has many fascinating properties. For more information, continue to the right and read the rest of the plinth. Sure. Hey, stop walking away. Like all diorides, the specific mineral composition and configuration of hex rock varies from sample to sample. Some of these configurations have been observed to violate the known laws of physics, such as gravity, see the display. One other configuration have been observed to violate the known laws of this state, such as aggravated assault. Sample not available for safety reasons. A hex rock sample of the correct composition and sufficient mass can exert an influence over the non-thermomorphic, which ordinary and boring, rocks in its vicinity. This property is referred to as charisma. Cool. Perhaps most interestingly, some hex rock samples seem to have been observed to have been thermically entangled with other larger samples in such a way as to cause the larger hex rocks to materialize or dematerialize when the smaller switch hex rocks are interacted with, see display. This appears to work regardless of distance or intervening obstruction. Sometimes a single switch hex rock exerts control over more than one target hex rock. I'll be honest with you, we haven't got the foggiest idea how this works, and some of us are kind of freaked out by it. Even a small hex rock of the correct composition, when placed in a mortar engine such as this one, can be used to generate an almost unlimited amount of electricity, albeit of low to middling voltage. This particular sample, for instance, powers the elevator down to the apartment quarry. Unfortunately, attempts to artificially synthesize this type of hex rock has not yet been fruitful. Despite what the science says, there doesn't seem to actually be a hex rock in this thingamajig. Oh, so it's not powered. Rightio. Anything in the student tables? You know, like a hidden eraser, messages, or anything like that. Alright, well, this room is basically... It's not pointless. We can't really go further in the spider wing. Applied spiders. Right, well, we don't have... We have fought robots before. Whoop, where was he at? Hilbert 1C. Out of order due to lack of spider food. Right. Maybe going somewhere else on campus might not be a bad idea. Oh, I can go to Rufus's lab. You wander into an empty classroom and find a blackboard covered with complex physics equations. You pull the blackboard off the wall, deadlift it a few times, and put it back. Move along. Okay, so the map works like that. That is good to know. We've actually encountered some fish eggs, so maybe Rufus will want that. Oh yeah, look at that! I got the eggs. Oh great, let me just process these and... Oh, whoops, I misplaced a decimal. I only needed 0.3 pounds of eggs. Well, now we've got plenty of this goop. You can keep the extra eggs. Hooray! Here, let me write down where to find the fish mother's nest. Ooh. River Bridge. You'll also need this. Municipal contraption. And now we just slather you with this foul-smelling jelly. Come back and see me if you need it reapplied. Oh, that's bad. Double hooray. Well, now we kind of have to go to the... You decide to take a shortcut between two of the university buildings. It's a little dark and spooky in there, but nothing to be scared of, really. Until you hear a manhole cover scraping open and turn to see a fishman glaring at you as it starts to climb out. Well, I could do that if I wasn't covered in sticky goo. Well, I'll take a fight. Oi, you said a fishman. That's more than this. Oh, a hobo joins the fight. That's lovely. Let's see. Reducing mysticality, reducing moxie. That's not so bad. Alright, let's get you out of the way first. Plunket. Not a great throw, but I mean it worked. Okay. 2 poison. But let's weaken you up a little first. And then just outright plunket. Yeah. Hobo Clubber. Sting Madison will clobber the fishman oyster chucker. Well, there's a sentence. There is, in fact, a sentence that I had not anticipated I would be saying today. Or ever, for that matter. Alright. So, if you continue to please the mob, you will more likely get mob buddies coming to help you. Slapping trout. Being used to hitting someone upside the face counts as swimming upstream. And another throwing spear. Ooh, 3 bleeding. Not bad. That's the Hilbert house, so that's probably where we should go for spider food. Oh, Jesus. SIT Chemicals Department Dump Zone. Right. Ooh, fishing. Obviously, I'm on a fish. Whoop. Cursed fishing rod. A nasty mud hole. Is a cloaca covered in mud worse than a regular cloaca? Well, there's one way to find out. No, not yet. I'm hiding behind the next piling to the left. Come say hello. You look behind the bridge pile and find a hobo sitting there with a fishing pole. He wasn't even particularly hiding. Weird that you didn't see him before. Well, hi there. You must have seen my note on the other piling. Name's Walter. Hi, Rain. Are you living on... Hi, I'm Rain. Are you living under this bridge? For the moment, we'll probably move on soon, because SIT students keep throwing weird rocks down here, but it's protected from the rain and the fishing is good, so it's a pretty nice spot to camp for a while. What about the fishermen? Those fellas with glowing eyes, yeah, they're a bit leery at me at first, but I guess they decided I was harmless. Maybe all the raw fish I've been handling rubbed off on me. Makes sense, I guess. Ask him about hobo code, yeah. Mostly fishing related ones, but sure, everyone should know the industrial chemicals dumping spot sign in particular. Oh yeah, I bet you get real weird fish there. Got one with 2 butts once. You mean tails? Nope. Ask him about fishing, yeah. I picked up a trick or 2. Ooh, better fishing results. Nice! If you're thinking of moving anyway, there's a hobo camp on the outskirts of Ocean City. They could probably use someone with your fishing acumen. Just use regular tackle, but that still sounds like a pretty good deal. I'll head out there directly. Nice! Adopt a bank. This section of the bank is kept clean and safe by the fine folk of the SIT Chemicals Department. Press X to doubt that. Ooh, free boots! Old pair of rubber boots. It's been a while since we've gotten new boots. Adds a bounce to your step. Rubber boots with rubber soles and extremely inconvenient rubber laces. So how bad is this gonna be? Okay. Audio-wise, definitely not so bad. Seems the only thing left is to hop on in. You emerge from that disgusting hole into a slightly less disgusting cave. Although, let's not be unclear here. The cave is very disgusting. Wet piles of eggs litter the uneven ground, and you hear a quiet, gurgly breathing sound from the other end of the cavern. Let's get Rufus his stupid pearl. Ooh. Hello? Shadow Rift. Oxygen, Is that something I should be concerned with? Huh, I guess I don't need to breathe here. That does seem to be true. Is that a chalice? A throbbing ring of negative energy around a chalice-shaped object. It might be a chalice. You should ask Jessica about this the next time you see her. Okay. Weird. So there was not really any quests or battle in here? Or puzzle for that matter? Just... okay. Fair enough. Well then. This is almost definitely the Fish Mother. You hear a smooth, melodious voice speaking directly into your mind. You're a cunning and wily human to have bypassed the defenses of this place. Thanks. Don't ask how I did it. I already know. Fear not, the eggs I give my children to take care of are largely non-viable. It helps keep them out of trouble if they think they have responsibilities. Why have you sought out this audience with me, human? Well... ask politely for the pearl. Might as well be nice about it. It's about the pearls. So you are a treasure hunter, are you? You who have killed 12 of my children, yes, I counted, and have further temerity to trick your way into my lair in pursuit of material wealth. It's not like that. Your words are the ashes of one whose pants are aflame, human. I will grant you no such boon. I'll come back later, because it seems like there might be a way to... Have I really only killed 12 fishmen? There's got to be a way to get her to... well, maybe actually talking to Rufus is not a bad idea. On your walk across campus, you get a nod from a disheveled rail rider with a grossly swollen bindle. How are you buying? I don't know, what do you sell? Wares and such. What do you have? Good to hear, good to hear. Now, hop on and follow me. Name's Ovid, by the by. Oh, with Lobdell. Huh? Where's my wares, you wondering? It's all at the store, pal. I don't carry my inventory on the back like some cargo ant. You coming or what? What's in the bindle, then? With a wink, he gingerly unwraps the bindle. As soon as the rope is loosened, a massive gust of wind roars out and propels the hobo in a parabolic arch to his destination. Oh, it might have been fun to do that. No, let's not go there just yet. What should I do with these extra fishman eggs? Well, I can cook them for you. A pinch of lye and some muriatic acids, and they're totally edible. I don't want to know how you know that. He whips the glistening eggs together with some chemicals and fries them over a Bunsen burner for you. Ever been to the ocean at low tide? Imagine frying that smell. Thanks? It might just be that we just have to fight the fish mother. But I have a feeling that there is a way to sort of just nudge or persuade her. Alright, let's see what we get. We got Rufus's special rag. Yeah. That -1 to all stats was kinda nasty. Let's check out the shop. I don't expect there to be much of use, but on the way to where you're going, you wander into a vacant laboratory and look around. A big chunk of bloodstone ore sits on one of the lab workbenches. From the notes on the chalkboard, you conclude that somebody was trying to prove definitively that you can't get blood from a stone. Contradict their findings. Hematic ichor. Using your geology training and also a spoon, you collect some blood from the stone. If they had used literally any other type of rock, their experiment would have been a success. All right. Boing, boing, boing. So you're a hobo with a shop. Oh. Waterlogged backpack. Hello? Open? Pocket battery. That's probably not a good thing to have been in a waterlogged. Ultra condensed soup. Alright. What are you selling? Hey there, fella. Can I interest you in some quality merchandise? Ooh. Can you teach me some hobo code? Let's just start with that. Oh, do you want to know the one for free bet yet? What's up with all these bets? University was getting rid of them and finds us sleepless, I say. The Hobo King requests your presence. Come in? There's a hobo camp just outside of Ocean City, and the guy in charge heard you're rich in bet. He asked me to give you this official summons. Oh, hey, that sounds like a good deal. Can't use any more one or two than these myself. I'll head on out there. Thanks. Ah, right. Well, I didn't get to shop. Can I... Okay. Maybe I should have shopped first. Scalawing? Oh, look! Robot drinks! Gabby points out an elaborate contraption nearby. It takes you a second to recognize it, but it turns out to be a meat-operated soda cooler, which some enterprising SIT student has modified with robot arms, a receipt printer, and a lighter panel of statistical information. Plus, it has a cable running out of it into a nearby payphone for some reason. Gabby pushes some meat into the slot, claps her hands excitedly as the displays beeps and flash. The robot's arms whir into action, opening the cooler lid and handing Gabby 2 bottles of soda. So we just opened the lids for you? That doesn't seem particularly labor-saving. It's technology. It doesn't have to be useful. Thanks. Ah, okay, so that's just a way to get through these places. Right. Well, this is where the spider food is. As you're walking near the banks of the Porkham River, a medium-sized chunk of sulfur laps up onto the bank. It smells pretty bad. Fustulent grulch. Ugh. Anything hidden in the... Probably not, but... No, that's a very short... Alright. 125. We need 150. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, more stuff to look at. 1D. Goblins. Some jugglins. Ah, of course. Are having a party in here. You weren't invited. Alright, that took care of that. Juggling football player intends to kick a football at rainbows. Why is it implicated? What are you? Juggling tackler. Tackle. 12 damage. That is quite a lot. Yes, less hit points, so... If I lower both of them, I can attack this guy. And then Gabby can just slap this guy. Yeah, that worked. Alright, starting to get some decent terms of skills. Wait, is this all goblins or jocklins, as it were, and nothing else? I mean, that if that's the case... Ooh. Bag of spider kibble. Who even manufactures this? And why? I don't know. Who? No. The sink is unnaturally clean. Oh no. 70 meat. Knee smuck. College kids sure do have interesting taste in art. Take this poster. Okay. Boop. Fishman. Alright, well. Looks like some of those gross fishmen have claimed an empty room, and they don't seem very welcoming. See, I don't think Yeek will heal Gabby. Okay. What are we looking at? Head chopper, trumper. Trout slapper. Well, you have just moved, so you'll like not move anytime soon. You're already injured, so let's get you lower. And you as well. Because then... they both have 7. Ah, there we go. Good damage on Jig. Ah! I'd rather not hurt my new friend, even though I'm not a particular fan of mosquitoes. Delicious oyster. Ugh. No thank you, I'm actually allergic. Okay, well, do we now have enough? Yes! Nice. Probably is some sort of achievement for filling out just... Oh. Oh great, some math major had left his pet math in here while he were on break and nobody's fed them. Ooh. Funky looking. But not immune to thunder. Or lightning. Algebra Vortex is going to raise all its allies' stats and lower your party stats by 1. Nasty. Can... Ooh. Reduce my HP by 1/3. No. No thank. Lose integers. SIT puzzle ring. Its purpose is a mystery. Are there any... Grindstone. Almost all your random encounters will be fights. I don't necessarily want that. And actually, I like the random encounters as well, because... this rock looks like it could move. More fishmen. Alright. Alright. That's quite a lot of damage, eh? Oh, that's fine. Let's get that out of here. Oh, why not? Alright, fine. It's hit point for me either way. Stop hitting yourself. Yeah, let's just... There we go. Really? I find the lack of loot in this place disturbing. Well, that was kind of pointless. Immune to bleeding and poison. Poison all of your allies for 7 and then dissipate. No, 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 no. So we can deal 10 with this. 19. Yeah. If we can go before this one does. Yes, okay, good. I mean, I wouldn't get less experience, it's just that's dealing with an enemy rather than you know, not dealing with an enemy. Oh, you got the kill. That thing must have been really weak then. A glass cannon. Hey, look at that. Hey, yep. Alright, sports letter. Right, because I'm not using my hats. Mail carrier? No. Driving cap, yeah. Because that generates an extra AP, which allows me to do more damage. Bottles of booze. Really? Nothing in the sink even? Not for fishing? Not for anything? Why? Yoink. Ah, well, hold on. Is this Mr. Cavity 7? Ooh. Can we do that? Food? Nope. 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 And nope. Muscle. Nope. Stench armor. Fish liver. Licorice taffy. Shadow wine, no. Gob of tar. Fishman concoction. Physical armor by 7. That's nice, but not useful in this situation. Why is that diner coffee still here? Alright, well, so we don't have anything for that. We'll have to remember it for. Pow. Moxie. That is doable. So we already got one from food. We could do with a potion then. So 1 Moxie is all that we need. Alright, well, this will do. Yes. Haha! Old wallet. So it was literally just for meat, but alright. That's okay. We're not exactly short for cash, but hey, look at that. How about for experience? 39. Okay, still a ways to go for 200. Well, Qa'Rajh. Alright. I will demath your math. Plunked. Swap. That would just... Oh no, it won't kill it, but the poison might if it goes... So we'll just attack this one instead. Yep, that worked. Thundering. Mobius cookie. Drum roller skates. love this silly game. Really? It goes higher? Okay, well, I think we'll take the next of the Hilbert Hall in the next episode. So until then, take care.